Lancashire's chances of First Division survival in the LV County Championship this summer were dealt a real blow by Ed Joyce, who completed 1,000 runs in this competition this year after securing his 600 of the four-day campaign, but late wickets at the Brighton and HoveJobs.com county ground did help out the visitors. Lancashire recovered to make 320 in their first innings, and they had Luke Wells out with just one run on the board in reply as the left-hander nicked off to James Anderson to the third ball of the day. It was just the start Lancashire wanted. They had shown plenty of fight on the first day when they had at one stage slumped to 148 for 7 and had 1 foot back in the second division from where they rose last summer. Being a supporter of the Red Rose County is anything but dull. Neither was the batting of Chris Nash. The opener has not had his best season with the bat by any means, but he was soon looking in fine fettle here, although these boundaries don't emphasise the hard work he had to put in for his runs. The same applied to Joyce, who simply picked up from his last game where he frustrated Yorkshire for some while with his 5th ton of the championship summer. On 45, he completed 1,000 runs for the season in this competition. Nash was at his 50 off 79 balls, while Joyce got to his off 88, with the two of them finding the boundary 16 times between them. As with the first half of the previous day, things were not going the visitors' way as they were slipping behind the 8 ball. Once in, as he's shown so often in this golden summer, Joyce is a very difficult man to dislodge, and he started to move well ahead of his partner as these two batted right through until the 46th over of the innings, adding 156 runs for the second wicket to break the hearts of the travelling supporters and the team they were following. Just when it was needed, Simon Carrigan did supply some cheer, as Nash, who'd spent 3 hours accumulating his 67 runs, drove the spinner to Glenn Chappell, who held on well at mid-on. But in spite of that, Sussex moved relentlessly on, and a large first innings lead appeared to be on the cards, with Joyce pulling Chappell to the fence for his 15th 4, which took him to 3 figures yet again off 144 balls. The Irishman has been a thorn in so many sides this summer. Craig Kachopa has taken to championship cricket like a duck to water, and he was keeping his side in control of this match with some excellent cricket shots, as this pair of batsmen again added a substantial partnership, one which was to realise 90 runs in 25 overs. Lancashire were hardly having anything to smile about on such an important day for them. Even Josh Butler missed a simple stumping chance which gave Kachopa a life he really shouldn't have had. That allowed the South African-born Kiwi to make a 50 off 88 balls, getting there with his 7th 4, a rather fortuitous one off the tireless Anderson, who spent much of the day trying his heart out down the Hove slope. On many other days he would have been rewarded more than he was here. It felt like it was just going to be one of those days for the visitors. But Anderson did get his man a couple of overs later before the batter had added to his tally, Stephen Croft with the crucial catch in the slips. All that did though was bring in Luke Wright, who went on the attack, lifting Kerrigan over the top for this maximum. The runs started to come at a good lick, with Joyce setting himself up to face the second new ball, which was going to be so important for Lancashire. But before it was taken, the visitors were boosted, as Joyce played a rare loose shot and found Croft off Tom Smith to go for 137, with a total on 289 for 4, Sussex just 31 runs adrift. Then Chappell's second delivery with the new cherry did for Wright, who on 22 gave Croft a third catch with a ball which did just enough. Chappell was soon celebrating again, Ben Brown out for a duck as he nicked behind to Butler. And Lancashire were then gifted the wicket of Michael Yardy, who was called through for a quick single by Chris Jordan and run out by Usman Khawaja's direct hit, Yardy on his way for 14. In 9 overs, Sussex had lost 4 wickets for 14 runs, and it was left to Ashar Zaidi and Jordan to finally get their side into the lead as they added 38 runs in the final 10 overs of the day. Oh, how the visitors would have loved to grab just 1 or 2 more. As it is, Sussex head into day 3 on 341 for 7, and that puts them 21 runs ahead. Lancashire will hope desperately that they start the penultimate morning better than they have the first 2 of this match. They need to be batting as soon as possible.